So the questions are asked in peer groups. Oh, I am stressed, my exams are nearing, what to do? Come, take this, you'll feel cool. That's where it happens.
Easy solution.
A very easy solution and effective also. Effective also. If I were to tell, look, you're feeling anxious, let's do yoga, let's learn. It's a long-term investment, but there's no immediate solution. Drugs give you a quick fix, and this generation, believe me, is looking out for quick fixes. Hence, it is a very easy entry for our drugs and alcohol and tobacco to get into it, because it gives you instant response to your stresses.
Now, since you are in district hospital, what are the detoxification facilities available there?
We have all detoxification facilities. Government of Goa provides 3 areas for detoxification. One is North Goa, is the Asilo Hospital. You have South Goa Auspicio, and then you have Goa Medical College and its hospitals. That's the Institute of Psychiatry and Human Behavior. Everywhere, free of cost, drug de-addiction is available. So, what people have to do is people have to also know where to go for help. Help is available, free of cost, it is there, but the choice has to come from the parents. Many a times the parent says, if my child is using drugs, they try to hide it. First of all, it's a hidden habit, and then you hide the illness that the hidden habit has brought about.
So now law is there in place, rules are there, enforcing agency like yours is there, everything is there, but still we hear, even in the Vidhan Sabha, MLAs, opposition leader, everybody practically saying that coastal area there is lot of use of drugs. Besides law, what is the regular work you are enforcing to see that it is curbed or controlled?
There are 2 sides to it. One is a supply side and another one is a demand side for any product. On the supply side, we are working the best of our abilities, and we are getting reasonable success in recent times. But if there is less demand, if we can work on the awareness side, if we can, as he rightly said, if we can tell the school students, college students, particularly in the adolescent age, if we can tell them what are the repercussions, what are the consequences of getting into these habits, certain awareness programs, we are continuously working all throughout the year. Like this week itself, we are actually organizing lot many programs, particularly for the teenagers, for the school children who are in the adolescent age group, from the 8th standard to 12th standard and first year college and second year college, particularly for them. Right, from drawing competitions based on these themes to elocution competition. Today we had on 25th we organized a huge Goa police run against awareness run against abuse of narcotic substances, where we received a huge response particularly from these groups. So the cause is very dear to them. If you tell them, if you are able to hit the right chord, there will be less demand, and when there is less demand, there will be no people. The source, Goa is not a source destination. There is no drugs manufactured here or grown here. It only comes here from different destinations because there is a market here. When there is no market, either from the tourist belt or in the educational institutions, in the hinterlands, where there are educational institutions, where there is a young crowd, if we can target either of them, if we are able to focus and spread this message of awareness and the consequences and the repercussions of getting into such habits, where we are able to tell them that you think that the drug is your slave, but ultimately you become slave of those drugs. I think if we make these efforts consistently, we will be able to make a considerable difference on this side.
Madam, few days back we had International Yoga Day.
Yeah.
So, do you think on the same ground now yoga is being brought into academics from 8th standard onwards like that? So, do you think there should be some vigorous education in this respect in schools or colleges, and what are the roles of PTAs and institutions?
It's 100% thing, sir. Vice versa rightly said. Most of the parents would are working. The child is at home, where not even the mother would be receiving the child. So many thoughts, so many questions in mind with nobody to answer about. The only gadget that he has is the mobile, and he reaches again back to the peers. At that time, whenever he gets an offer like this, what is it that is going to help him decide on the safe side of such a risky behavior? It's basically his own self-control. Yoga is no other meaning. You cannot think of any other solution other than yoga where you could have that particular self-control on yours. So it's so ridiculing sometimes when I see parents going for unnecessary things and saying not to make it a compulsory thing. In fact, it should be compulsory. The day should start with it. It's not only in your in the academics or the health wise. It also helps you in your own personal growth, sir, in identifying your own self. So as the school, the institute, the teachers, they could go a long way in basically helping the youth.
Are there any joint operations by anti-narcotic cell and the bureau?
Yeah, we do have an anti-narcotic task force for the state of Goa, where members from all different units, which includes Goa Police, which includes Customs, which includes ED, DRI, which includes NCB, and Customs, airport authorities. So there is a joint task force, and we conduct with FDA. Sorry, I forgot the Food and Drugs Authority. We conduct joint raids sometimes, particularly around certain gadas or certain shops, certain eatery place around college institutions, and also at different places. We do have joint operations.
So in movies also we see and we are hearing or even we read that like Bombay is so overcrowded, but वहाँ information बहुत मिलता है. आपका कोई sources है जैसा गोवा में कि ये बारे में?
Yeah, of course. We have our sources, and based on those sources only we have developed a good network of informers, and government has been very kind to support us in our endeavors. Our senior officers have been very supportive in this regard, and because of this, the last 20 months, whatever seizure we have made is equivalent to what Goa Police has done in last 20 years. So the size itself of the seizure will tell you that it is giving you results. Institutions are in place, no matter whether the officer is in that particular position or not. Institution is in the right. It is progressing in the right direction. Institutions are in place, and it is affecting them badly. Whoever is involved in these activities. Plus, we are working on the awareness side also, on the demand side. It's a two-pronged strategy that we have employed.
Doctor, earlier you wanted.
Yeah, I just wanted to add something that it's actually very funny that we say that Goa. I think there's a lot of hype involved. A lot of media also needs to be very cautious calling Goa the drug heaven.
Yes, absolutely.
Let me tell you one thing, that have you done a survey of other places in India where drugs are available? What drugs would you require in Bombay? You can get it there. You get drugs in Bangalore. You can get drugs in Hampi. You can get drugs in Kochi. If you want, you can get drugs. Why is it that we say that Goa is an heaven for? You count the number of addicts, we see them day in and day out. I don't think that we have a large number of addicts of Goan origin that have been here. If that is so, then a lot of them come here. If you look at the statistics of Goa, then you can demarcate 2 seasons, and if you divide the seasons, you will see that there is a huge spurt of drug use, alcohol use that occurs in so-called season times, and non-season time everything is quiet. So if you do a survey of users in the non-season time, you will get people of Goan origin who are using it. But the other numbers that are collected by media are the hyped numbers, wherein people come here, consume, go back, come here, consume. You're saying sunburn, you're saying this, you're saying that, it is associated. It is an association. As much as Ibiza is associated in France, in Brazil, there are various places associated. We human beings associate things with. Some countries are associated with illicit activities. That is the media creation. I am fighting against the addiction, the mental illness. My objective is very clear. My objective is, I know that the youth will fall prey. I need to educate the youth not to go. Those unfortunate individuals who do get into that, they become ill. We need to look at them as Karthik sir will not arrest them. They may be his informers. He may ask, we may collaborate, but I am not going to give him names. We know the sources. Sitting here, I know the sources where things are coming. They are my users.
it is really overhyped. As far as the statistics of the seizure and the number of cases what you see compared to other states, compared to other places, please, we are not even even 1/10 of what right now Punjab is facing, or the cases, or Bombay, or the seizure in Delhi, or the number of cases.
Northeast.
Northeast.
Look at the Northeast.
Everywhere compared to, it is not in 1/10, not in 1/10. I'm talking about it is so minor, but the perception created by few movies, few people, and the media, and the larger perception, yeah, that is.
Yeah, this is
wrong. It is
this is what we have to do. I mean, this is actually bringing shame to Goa.
And
By
again, I'll add a
this-
point, the youth is accepting it now that it's normal.
Yeah.
The hype that you all are creating, because of the hype media creates, gives it that formal touch, that modern touch, because of which the youth starts feeling it, it's very perfectly normal. As youth, we should be doing
I mean,
this.
you want to do drugs? Let's go
Yes,
to
go
Goa.
down. Exactly.
You want to have fun?
That's
Let's go to
the-
Goa. You know,
But
this is the
This has
thing.
been the advertisement by the government of itself.
no, government. See, forget it. I do not want to.
It has not been
See,
part of.
live life king size is something that somebody uses, but I mean, I don't see any kings with cigarette in their hands. They are all paupers. Health wise, they become all paupers. We have to actually show the children that this king size is nothing. It is actually a pauper size that is there. So, media will hype. It's a marketing type of thing. But importance for us is to tell people, tell children the truth. The truth is drugs are bad. And just to get drugs, I mean, people come here and use heroin. Do I not find heroin users in Delhi? Do I don't find heroin users in Kolkata? In the Northeast? I find heroin users everywhere. But drug abuse is a problem all over India, all over the world. So, why is it said that it is this way? It's because of association. Constant association creates the problem, and this association charms children. My fear is, as much as we will try and reach out through NCP, through everybody, we'll fall short because you guys are the powerful mind-changing medium. If you start a program and call drugs uncool, look at the impact it will have.
Beautiful. Right, sir.
It will have an amazing impact.
Hoping that this will diminish day by day by day. Hoping that our youth will enjoy a healthy life. But could I know, for information of those who view our program, are there any rehabilitation centers?
Rehabilitation centers? Quite a few. Quite a few are there around Goa, not many in Goa, but not at all rather in Goa.
Yeah, we don't have
But we have Kripa Foundation in Anjuna, which doesn't look at drug addiction, looks at alcohol issues. But we do have rehab centers around. The issue is there is a lot of money that needs to be allocated, and Government of India is trying to find funds for it's a long-term process. Rehabilitation is very long-term process, and let me tell you, drug addiction is a very chronic, relapsing illness. Families also have to go through a lot, and it's not an easy thing out. It's a very easy way in, but it's not an easy way out. Hence, it's a very tough thing to do, as tough as probably handling diabetes and blood pressure and heart disease. So, if that is tough, then so is this. But nobody actually puts diabetics and looks them with a very different look. You don't look at them very badly, but my addicts are looked very badly,
Stigmatized.
as if they have done some crime. They haven't done crime. They have got into this because they were not destined. They are not bad people. They are not useless, out of society people. They are our people. They are a part of our society. Yes, they have a problem which is different. Try to understand the problem. Do not shun them, because if we shun them, we shun everything else.
Sir, you have come today, shared your views with us, and with a dynamic police officer in charge of the anti-narcotic cell, and committed people like Dr. Rajesh Dhume and Anita Karambalkar, we surely expect and hope that Goa will be a heaven not for drugs but drugs free. Thank you. Keep watching Prudent Media.